Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing fantastic. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you a part of our soul tribe. I'm so happy to have you back. If you've been here before, big energetic hugs, and thank you for your patience. Guys, I do not know. Well, I do know. But this week I posted on if you guys ever wonder if you need an update from me, I always update on the community tab to keep people because sometimes it's hard to things don't, if you just notice that I haven't been posting on members or something happens, right? It's for a reason, and I'll keep you updated there. Listen, this week, if anything, the past 2 weeks, I can't say that I've never experienced a time where everything happens all at once. But when I tell you that just ridiculous things, and this, I'm already channeling. When I start talking about myself, I'm part of the collective that you're a part of. That's why you're here. You're never guided anywhere for no reason. So if you're guided here, it's for a reason. We're a part of the same collective, okay? Energy. It doesn't have to be, if you didn't feel like things have been, for example, I've had a lot of things happen, whether you perceive it as negative or not, is you. So I can say, oh, X, Y, and Z is happening to me. And then you can say, oh, we're a part of the same collective, but things have been great for me. However, you're experiencing a lot of changes, right? It's still the same energy. Remember, think of energy as like a cloud. How it manifests in your life is going to be very different, but it's still the same energy. There's a lot of flowing energy. It's like eclipse energy, but we're not in an eclipse right now, okay? But it's that kind of energy. It's like things being eclipsed in and out, and you having to figure it out very quickly. But whether or not you perceive it as negative, and this is a message already, remember, no such thing. That's in your mind. What I mean by no such thing is, yeah, it's silly to say negative doesn't exist, but not really. In terms of the divine, what exists is light and dark. That exists, right? Like the light and evil, that exists. And that manifests in many ways. So what you're really perceiving as good and bad is actually all part of the process of the divine guiding you towards good, because by default we live surrounded by evil, and devil energy shows up around our life through situations, places that we're in, people that we're dealing with, even things, our own behaviors, etc. So a lot of times what you perceive as negative is actually a representation of the dark that surrounds you, whether projected through other people or circumstances. And when things start going crazy, it's really the divine. It's like a constant, imagine you being in a war. That's what Earth is, okay? Earth is a school, and you're learning by being in a place where you're always tempted by evil, and there's always evil around you. There's also a lot of good, but you're always surrounded by good and always protected. That's kind of, think of it like that. So when things seem negative or things start being eclipsed in and out your life, it's really the divine's way of teaching you lessons and pushing you forward, eclipsing people in and out of your life and things in and out of your life to create circumstances so intelligently to just give us over and over again opportunities to learn and guide us further away from the evil, the dark side, and more towards the light and towards understanding of ourself and unconditional love. I'm already channeling. If you're new here, just to let you know, I'm a medium above all. Yes, obviously we're going to pull tarot here, but I'm a no tools reader by nature, okay? By what I mean by medium is I have a vision of the cards before they come out. I communicate with my spirit team and those on the other side. Above all, the angels. I connect to the angelic realm. They guide everything here. So you're going to hear me talking. I'm not just rambling. I'm channeling the messages. Whatever comes out, it's for a reason. It starts to make sense. It starts to get more specific as the reading goes on. You might hear me. How long I channel depends on the reading. Every reading is different. Sometimes I just start pulling cards. Sometimes I will channel for like 15 minutes and name all the cards that are going to come out before they do. Whatever. I'm going with the flow here, but the reading has already begun. And I could be talking about, abstract concepts or things like this. And by the end of the reading, I'm talking about you and somebody that you're dealing with romantically. And somewhere in the middle, I might be talking about your father, your mother, or something you're going through with your sibling and your career, or the fact that you want to move, So sometimes readings are like that, where it's not just one storyline, because I'm just picking up on energy. It's been a while since I've posted, so I'm picking up on a lot. So see it that way. Back to what we were saying. That's what it is. Sometimes we perceive things as negative. Like, why is this all happening? Oh my God, everything's happening at once. It's so stressful. It's all a test of faith. If you can just lean on God, lean on the angels, and say, no. This is all happening because there's obviously dark around me. And I might not even be conscious of it, but the situation I was in, or the person that I was with, or the place I was living at had dark energy. Whatever the case may be, I lost my job. How could this happen? Maybe there was something worse that was going to happen there. There's something better for you. You don't see it. You don't see it. The universe is so intelligent. Our minds, our human brains, it's not capable. It's not capable. It doesn't have the capacity to perceive the intelligence of the universe. We can't. So there is a higher perspective. There's a higher reason for everything. So if you can just cling on to that and remember, like, okay, what gives the devil power, what gives the evil, the dark side power, is my fear and my anger. Because when I give in to that, what I'm actually doing is saying, I don't believe in God. I don't believe that things are going to be right for me. I don't believe that there's a higher reason, for all of this, and that something better is going to come. I believe more in the bad than the good. Every time that you get into that energy, which is natural, by the way, this is not like the shame came here. This is literally the human experience. Like, this is literally what every human goes through from birth. You see it even in toddlers. They lose their cool and this is human nature. This is why we're here. This is a school. Okay? But the thing is that thoughts create a reality. So the moment that things happen and you give that power, doesn't mean that you shame yourself for feeling feelings of stress, etc. You're a person. But if you can just get yourself to a place while things are happening, like, okay, breathe, this is happening for a reason. At the end of the night, instead of being like, why? Ask your angels. First, thank God and express gratitude for what you have. And then say, why are you putting me through this? Can you enlighten me? Show me the way. Show me why this is happening. And what do you want me to do better? Where are you guiding me? And can you help me? Magic words. Remember that angels are there to serve you. Oh my God, we have such a deep feeling of shame as human beings, like by default, that when we mess up and stuff, we almost feel like we deserve things to be going bad around us, or we forget that angels really don't have the capacity to actually judge us, and they always forgive us. We can't really comprehend the degree to which they do, because we don't live in that energy. We're not angelic beings. We're dense meat humans in meat suits. So they're not going to judge you if you straight up ask them, listen, I need $10,000. I'm starving. Help me find a parking spot. Okay. This is just examples. They're not there to judge you. They're there to show you how to make it happen. If you ask them for something, they will do, as long as it's in the realm of possibility. They will guide you towards manifesting what you need. I promise. They'll start developing a language with you if you allow them to. I've done this for so long where I develop a language with angels. You can too. Think about it as like falling in love with somebody that speaks another language. You have to find a way to communicate your feelings. Because one thing is to use Google Translate and you can communicate, but it's very different when you want to communicate your feelings in another language. Luckily, angels don't need language to understand your feelings and who you are, right? Because they communicate through energy. However, since it's so hard for us to tap into ourselves, you can ask them to communicate with us in a way that you as a human being can understand better. If you're having trouble connecting with them and just hearing them, right? For example, say, listen, please communicate with me through numbers. And then you'll develop your own personal language. They know that you're going to be aware of that. You're going to notice synchronicities all over the place. And then they know that you're going to go on Google, you're going to search them up, and that's how they're going to send you messages. Or how I have that Doreen Virtue Angel message book. I use that as, I flip through it, and then when I'm communicating with them, I'm like, give me a message, and they'll guide me to the message if you're having trouble connecting with them. Okay? Make your own language if you're having an issue. Again, they're there to guide you. So I'm feeling that energy, like eclipse energy, like a lot of things are changing. So they just want to make sure that you know that as chaotic as it seems, or like crazy as it seems, or, they are putting you in a really good situation right now, sweetheart. And really good things are going to happen if you please do not fall into the temptation of the devil energy. Because I saw the devil card. And I saw the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is like the anxiety, the overthinking, fear, things like that. And then I saw the Temperance, and which is like, to me, it's like the angelic realm, the Star card, and the Sun. Happiest cards, like literally angelically led. Happy cards, divine light. Like they're setting you up for something really good right now. But what do I always say? New level, new devil. When you're about to elevate, that devil energy comes through hard. Through situations, taking advantage of situations that might otherwise be, things are never as big as we think they are. Not to invalidate you. But God and the angels always push you through. Always, 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 always. Even when you think like there's no way I can get through this. Oh, but they can help you. Anytime your vibration goes a little bit lower, the devil energy is there to like get in your mind. To be like, why? And then you get stuck in that darkness. And you know what sucks? Is that angels never leave your side, but when your vibration gets too low, they can't connect with you and they can't help you even if they want to. They can't. Because you have to meet them in the middle when it comes to energetics. Like if they're all the way up here, high vibrational, we're human, so by default, we're not all the way up there. But if we go too low, it's harder for them to go down and meet us. Yeah. Side note, so a lot of that has been happening to me. Also, I'm a part of the collective too. I don't know if you got this far. I should have just made this as an announcement in the beginning. A lot of the things this week, the past 2 weeks, have been delayed, and I apologize and I thank you for your patience. Everything on this planet has happened in the past 2 weeks. Okay? You don't even know. But what's the point of listing it right now? I had someone in my family that had like surgery out of nowhere. I was left alone with my daughter, which is great. I love my child. But during a week where I had planned a lot of things to do on the channel, those rituals, etc., I planned specifically, I did like extra ones that week, extra bookings that week, because I anticipated to be alone with her alone without her that week, because her father was going to come visit and have her the whole week and take her to church for Easter and all that stuff. But then he couldn't come because he had emergency surgery, and he's doing well, which is important. But that changes everything. Okay. And then I find out that I have like a woman that helps me, right? Like the nanny woman. I found out that she was stealing from me. So I had to World's card complete the cycle of having her in my home, which was a big lesson for me, Because you know that I used to talk so highly of her, for those of you that are not new on this channel, like, oh, you know, I feel bad for her because she, you know, these are people. I live in the Dominican Republic, if you're new. So having like a nanny that comes every day is like a normal thing here. It's just part of the system. You know, it's not that expensive. It's like what you would pay a cleaning lady to come to your house for like 2 days in the United States is a whole month, you know. But I'm not here to change the system. That's how it is. And it, you know, but some of them are humble and some of them are not. But I learned a very big lesson in terms of boundaries. Okay, you know, I used to talk so highly of her. I felt bad. You know, she was in poverty. I helped her a lot, etc. But there was a lesson in that. And I'm not just talking about myself. Okay, I had to go to the police. I mean, every time that I thought that I was ready to like come back on the channel and do what I had to do, it was something else. I had to spend 2 days going to the police and doing all these things. It's just a lot of things. It's that, and I feel like that's part of the message too, is that sometimes, and it's a you would think, and this is a message within itself. It's like, aren't you a medium? Can't you pick up on the energy of somebody else? Like, how could you be so off? I have a choice, and this is a message. Again, I'm channeling. Don't worry, it's going to get more specific. Of blaming myself for making a bad judge in character, and apply this to your life as it may. This could apply with any decisions that you've made in career. This is career or beginnings you've made, or travel that you've made, or moving. How could am I that disconnected from myself that this just went through the radar? I'm missing the signs. Like, this just flew under the radar like that. Like, how did I not notice? Like, how did I think that this person is such a good person? If I could really tap into energy, how did I not do that? You know why? How did I not recognize it? You know why? The divine doesn't want you to put yourself, and this could apply to you in terms of like trusting someone that you were dating that screwed you over, etc. That's what I mean by when they show me like the star, the sun, and we're gonna get into it. The star, the sun, and the temperance I saw. And then I saw on one side the 9 of Swords, which is the anxiety, fear, the devil taking advantage of that. And then I saw like 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, which is like the energy of strategy, sneakiness, and all that stuff on one side. It's like devil versus angel. Because the moment that things like this happen, and this is an example, the dark side's like, let's take advantage of this person's being, of their mind, so we can manifest bad things into their life, right? You can get to a place of thinking, like, how did I not notice that? Like, what's wrong with me? I have work to do, internal work. I must be disconnected with myself. No. Or you can just see it for what it is. Yes, I'm a medium. I pick up on energy. Very hard for me to miss, you know. I'm a medium. Like, I pick up on things, but I'm not God. Meaning, I am still on this planet with lessons to learn. So the divine wants you to know, with that temperance, that sun, okay, that star card that I saw, like I'm having a vision of, it's not here yet. That, sweetheart, they put these situations in your life to put you through it on purpose, because there was a lesson that you would not have learned if they didn't put you through this. And because they want to push you towards your highest potential. You know, in my example, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't have learned this lesson. It could have been worse. I could have then been too trusting of somebody else that could have harmed me physically or something like that in the future. You understand? So you have to see it through a perspective. The divine puts things in your world to teach you lessons that you can't perceive. So don't give in to the devil right now. They did it on purpose. Yes, the divine put that person in your life to break your heart. The divine will break your heart as many times as it needs to, with hopes of it opening once again to its full potential, towards unconditional love and understanding. Okay? So yeah, so you know, so there's an energy of that though too. There's an energy of like Things not being as it seemed, people not being as they seem. We're going to get into it. Let's get into specifics. What the? 10 of Pentacles. Whoa! Hold on. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, which was... And the Yes card. And the Star. With the Lovers. And the Moon. Shit. Whoa! Okay. Well, they got to the point. This is touching everything. This is touching career. This is touching love. Everything. Whoa. There is a new life in the shadow. In your dreams. Your dream, I just got the chills. Your dream, your intuition is telling you, okay, that you're about to have a new life. And that's why all these things are happening. I want you to trust that because that's exactly what's happening here. Okay? However, the moon, remember, every card has a dark and a light side. That's the message. The moon could also push you towards the dark side. We don't want that. Okay? Towards your shadow. The Mother Star in this deck, in case you're wondering, this is called the Wandering Star Tarot deck by Kat Pierce. The Mother Star is the Yes card. It says yes right here. Because this deck has a yes and a no card. Dead center. Holy-ish. This deck also has words on it. We have the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Star, and the Lover's card on the table. I'm in awe. But before I channel this, let me read the words, just so that you can hear some of the things we're talking about here. Inheritance, family, and property. Career, beginnings, and travel. Guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, miracles, infinite energy, and she's praying. The Lovers, love, harmony, union, love, harmony. It just says it again. This is every aspect of your life is about to have a huge change. The Yes card in this deck always reminds me of the Chariot, you know, with the arc behind her. Like it looks like she's moving forward. She has clarity in one hand with that sword. She has love on the other. And she has a pentacle around her neck to signify stability, money. The cup signifies your love. The sword signifies mental clarity, truth. Your life is about to change. This is for a large collective here. Miracles are happening as long as you keep the faith. Your life right now is going through a stage where your life is always divinely guided, but they have a huge plan for you. It's as if things that you've been trying to manifest for years now, this is the year it's going to manifest. The 10 of Pentacles is, again, it says property. Could be buying a home, moving. It says family. Might be creating a family, inheriting something. The 10 of Pentacles is also money. And it's next to the Ace of Wands. The Ace is meaning new beginnings. Okay? In career, in travel. There's a big element of moving somewhere. The 10 of Pentacles is a card that signifies like having a home. Okay? If you had a question about whether or not where you are, like, you know, if you're trying to move, this is a big omen that, yes, this is meant for you. Okay? I see a family forming here. I see a union forming here, though. Something that you think is a miracle, though. Because that's what I'm saying. The devil's trying to, anytime you're about to elevate, the devil tries to hold you back. Because you're about to have a brand new beginning. Now we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a soul connection. So somebody's about to come together with somebody that you have a soul connection with. Absolutely. There's a relationship forming here. And this relationship is one that's for the long haul. One that revolves around marriage, having a family, having property together, moving in together. One of those things, if not all. This is the end all be all. Okay? But there's an element of change here. Okay? There's a need to, I'm just getting, there's something about your job that's keeping you stuck. Okay? If you've been thinking about taking a career somewhere at a distance, doesn't have to be for everyone, but this is an omen that you need to take that job. Okay? What you're thinking about doing as a career might involve healing for some of you. Healing yourself, healing others, or this job and this travel, this new beginning that you're going to have is going to be very healing for you. I say that because this Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings, behind it is the very moon here. The same moon. Moon signifies, again, your shadow also. So you might be thinking of having a new career that involves helping people heal, helping people tap into their shadow to heal that. Or this is just recognition from the divine that they are proud of you for all of the healing that you've done, and that you're finally ready to come into union in harmony with somebody. Because the moon is your subconscious mind. All of the things that were holding you back in career, in love, in stability. It's time now. And I say that especially because I'm not just channeling it, but behind the Lovers is the moon. Behind the Ace of Wands is the moon. And then we actually have the moon here. Okay? So this might be somebody that you've dealt with for a while. For some of you, it's somebody new. Okay? But the fact that I have the Star card, it says, guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, miracles. I'm going to say it's 60-40. 60% of you, it's someone from the past. And 40% of you, it's someone new. Nonetheless, it's the same energy. Again, we're part of a big cloud. This is a collective reading. Because the Star card is about hope, healing, faith. And it says miracles. So it might be a miracle that you find harmony and union with this person that you've had a lot of cycles with. Because when I see the moon, I think about cycles. I see the moon here 3 times. So it could be 3 moon cycles, 3 years, or just the significance of just cycles in general. You guys went through a lot of cycles, a lot of cycles, a lot of cycles, a lot of cycles, a lot of cycles. Trying to heal your shadow, trying to heal yourselves, trying to find a way to come together in union. This might be somebody that you lost legit faith with, because the Star card in this deck says the word miracle. And when I think about a miracle, I think about something that you perceive as being impossible. Okay? Otherwise, there would be no need for a miracle if you didn't think it was impossible. And the way that they're hugging here with their eyes closed means that this is something felt on the soul level. You're not looking at each other's face, you're just feeling each other's energy. This is somebody that you connect with in dreams, that you connect with through your intuition, but you also connect with them via your shadow. You guys have very similar shadows, dark sides, subconscious programming, for the good and for the bad. Okay? For those of you that this is somebody new, and you're gonna know, because I'm not trying to keep you in the dark or confused here, and I'm gonna tap into everything. Don't worry, we're gonna get very specific. But they're saying to me, for those of you that it's somebody new, there's a big element of your intuition here. You know 100%, like you are done with that person from the past. Like there is not I'm getting that in the past you might have held on to this, but there is like you know that this is something else. You know. To be completely honest, since I have to channel both sides, for those of you that this is somebody new, this is somebody that you're going to meet. I'm hearing specifically at work or at a distance. Are you going to very quickly get into the Ten of Pentacles? That's the first card. The first card is the most significant. What do I mean by that? This is not the kind of love that you're going to have a million go-arounds with. This is what you need, what you prayed for. This is, the Ten of Pentacles is wise energy. There's wisdom to it. This is somebody that already has a home, right? This is not somebody that's like sleeping on somebody's couch. They already have their property. It's kind of like inheriting family is what I'm getting. It says inheritance, family, and property, right? It's like kind of like the kind of connection, like you just meet somebody and they have a house, they have dogs. They might even be divorced because the moon is still here and have kids. So it's kind of like an instant family, right? I always say that that's kind of like how I am, you know? I'll give you an example. Like I'm alone. I have a daughter that's 9. I'm a single parent and I have 2 dogs, you know? Or where I live, I have space where, you know, I can get pregnant tomorrow and I'll have a little room extra, you know, to put a crib, you know, but, or if I meet a single dad that has a child, I'll have a place for them to sleep, you know, so it's like so let's say I get married tomorrow, it'll be like an instant family. Like me, the person, our kids, they have a dog, I have 2, now we have, all of a sudden, it's like a family, my family of 2 plus 2 dogs becomes a family of 4 plus 4 dogs. You know what I mean? For some of you, it's something like that. Because the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, it's like older vibes. It's going to be somebody that's older than you. This is a relationship that's built off giving and providing. Like, it could be someone that provides for you financially. The Ten of Pentacles. His hand is over her. Like he's protecting her. He's making sure she's stable. Not saying you don't have your own. But this is like man of the house vibes, you know? So this could be somebody that has an age difference. Doesn't have to. It could just be energetically. But this looks like a power couple, right? The fact that it says inheritance and family, it's like, I just feel like for some of you, this is somebody that has a family also. Or you're going to be with them and you become a part of their family. They have a family, like they have kids or something like that. Or they have a home. Or they're going to be that provider that you need. Because the divine's saying that that's what you need. You need somebody stable. You need stability. Right? Because we have the moon here. So you've gone through a lot of cycles in love. And now you're ready to say yes to something real. Not something that just goes back and forth with emotional drama. No. But you got to be open to it. The divine's saying you're not going to receive this blessing if you do not keep, because that was the first message they gave when I was channeling. If you don't have the faith and the hope that they're guiding you towards this. Okay? You have to be there. You see the mother stars, the yes card. You see how this person in feminine energy, you don't have to be a woman, is there like ready. Like, okay, I have a pentacle on my chest. I have the sword. I have clarity. I know what I want. And I have love on the other hand. And I'm ready for it. You actually, they're saying you, or part of you was blocking this kind of union from happening in the first place. You were not giving off the energy that is what you wanted. So you kept attracting and being in situations with people that weren't going to give you this. That weren't ready to have this level, this degree of a connection. Well, the divine's asking you to please give them the green light to make this happen. There's also a new beginning in career. So I don't know where I got this message, but for some of you, this person has a business and you might be working with them. Or, like I said, they're also guiding you towards a new career. This is like a life change in general. Look at that 7 of Swords. I'm going to put this on the side. That's like that deception with the 5 of Swords, which I also channeled. Didn't I say I channeled this on one side, and then on the other side, I channeled the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the Devil. Well, wait. I need to shuffle. Hold on. You know, before I go back to this, I want to know why is this 7 of Swords and 5 of Swords here? With the star again. But that I wasn't gonna pull with the 9 of Swords. We channeled it. Again, no validation, but that's how they confirm. Okay, hold on. What is this anyway? We have on one side, no accident that they had me pull this out with the other deck. The 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, deception, thievery, sneakiness. 5 of Swords, strategy, a lot of dark energy. The 9 of Swords, keeping anxiety, overthinking, fear. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is supposed to be a positive card of moving forward. But you know how I see this? Because image is everything, even though that's what it means. Do you notice that this card, like literally, if I went like this and I covered the fact that it says 8 of Wands, what does it look like to you if you know tarot? If you don't, that's fine, no judgment, right? It doesn't matter, just for those of you that know, so you can, understand that. What does it look like if I cover that? It totally looks like a tower card. Doesn't it look like a tower card? There's a building on fire, there's lightning, dark energy, there's like fragments of skull all over the place. This thing just turned off, but I immediately turned it back on, so we're in the same place. Probably didn't even notice that the thing clicked off. Sometimes it's a sequence, right? It keeps going. The video keeps going. Sorry. It looks like a tower card. There's dark energy. There's, lightning, skull fragments. But that's what I was saying. It's like eclipse energy. It's almost like things are happening. You don't even realize. It's because they want this to happen, the divine. So what seems negative is happening for a positive reason. Now I know that too, is what stands out to me is that this big tower is on fire and being destroyed. And the door's closed to the path. That's a heart. You see it? You see it? So it's like there is some things in your life. Now, this could be aspects of yourself, but I'm getting actually it's things in the physical. People you've been dealing with, situations. Like I said, I even gave you an example of my nanny. Like that could be an example. That woman obviously had all this dark energy. You think that doesn't affect your life, your manifestations, to have somebody with that dark energy in your house all day? I'm telling you, you could be like, you're a medium. How didn't I feel it? Oh, I had feeling like here and there that there was dark energy in my house. But I had to experience that. I had to experience that with that person. The divine needed me to learn a lesson. I learned it. It doesn't matter how much of a medium you are or how intuitive you are, by the way, or if you're an empath, the divine will never, you are never exempt from learning lessons ever. And my lessons are about, I do too much for people. And this might be a lesson to you too. I have too much compassion. I know that's bad. That's not something that you ever want to stop having. But there is. But you need to have spiritual boundaries. You have to develop a connection with the angels enough where you can have spiritual boundaries. I know that, like, I'm always protected from people's dark energy, even if it is in my house, I'm telling you. And if they ever want to do something outright to me, it sucks. I don't wish anything bad upon people, but I've seen it since I was a child. For whatever reason, anything that they do to me happens to them like tenfold. I never wish that on people either. It just happens. So I just have that. I just have that since childhood, right? But I had to learn a lesson, and that goes to you too. You know, you can't be not saying, because it's hard to say because I don't want you to take it the wrong way. I'm not telling you to close your heart, okay, like in this way. But you need to have boundaries. Because, like, I'm very compassionate in the sense where I'm like, oh, this person, they live in poverty. Usually the cleaning ladies and the nannies are in deep poverty. I would give her extra money. I would give her extra this. And she actually was taking advantage of me. Okay? But regardless, so there might be situations, not just aspects of yourself, but people in your life that need to go. Careers that need to go. You need to know your worth. Okay? Situations that you've been dealing with that gotta go. So the thing is that there's a lot of things that you've been holding on to, though. Been holding on to. And it might be in regards to home and family. And I say that because, you see, on this 8 of Wands, one tower has 4 wands and the other tower has 4 wands. And the 4 wands is about home and family and union. But, like, you know, like actual, like, home. And it's like you're holding it together with so much string. So it's like you're not wanting to let go of something or of an environment or something. And behind this tower is like actually a house that looks really small and insignificant, but it's actually where your peace is. So since you're holding on to something, the divine's just causing all sorts of destruction to burn that shit down. So if you notice that you're losing things, you have to keep the faith that this is happening for a reason. So when a house is on fire, what do? You got to exit, right? But the moment that you open that door, because that door's shut, and you exit, it's going to lead you to your heart very quickly, because the 8 of Wands is quick movement forward, quick communication, like quick everything. It's the card of things manifesting, or like before you know it. It's connecting you to your heart. It's a relationship forming. It's connecting you to a career that you love. So the divine's, it's like, if you're not going to let go, they're just going to cause destruction in your life. They want you to know that. But they want you to keep faith that they're doing it for a reason, because you are moving forward blindly, not realizing that you're about to be swallowed by a demon. See, this porcupine has a blindfold on, about to be swallowed by a demon. That's another example of what I'm saying. This porcupine, like, give you my situation. So I am protected regardless, but that doesn't mean that the divine doesn't want you to learn lessons, right? That's why they keep you blindfolded sometimes. So I see that as that. Like, this porcupine is protected as hell. I mean, he has spikes and literal swords coming out of his back, you know? So you are protected from the dark, you know, so you don't have anything to worry about. But the divine does still allow the dark to affect you a little bit by keeping you a little bit blindfolded so that you can learn some lessons. There's some lessons you needed to learn about being in places with dark energy. What's this? I didn't even turn it over. Yeah, look. The 7 of Cups is illusion, confusion, like never seeing things clearly, a lot of choices, lack of stability. And the Star card is hope, healing. It's here twice. They're cleansing your life right now from all of this. There was a lot of deceptive people in your life, a lot of people, you know, jealous energy I'm getting. Also your own fears, okay? And the divine is leading you down a path to find this, okay? And you are going to get it. And you are going to get it this year. I need more information. Let's get more specific. That's what I want to do. I want more and more specific. Okay? Now we have the actual tower with the sun. It's just, again, confirmation. Any kind of tower moments that are happening, this is sudden upheaval, something sudden happening. It's happening so that the divine light can come in here. The sun is the happiest, so things can actually manifest. All right? So I'm getting a lot of eclipse energy. I told you, even though we're not we're not having eclipses right now, when you have the sun and the moon together, that's an eclipse. Sun, moon. So you're going to notice a lot of like, it could be chaotic or just things are just not happening as planned. Look, again, dude, why is the Seven of Swords coming up so much? Now we have it twice, so now that's big energy. I got to break this down. The divine is illuminating something in a shocking way to you, okay? Here it says theft, dishonesty. That's crazy because I was talking about something, like theft literally happened to me, look. But I'm talking about you here. We're part of the same collective. Something shocking is about to happen, but don't see it as negative, even though it seems it, because this is the divine's cleansing your life from darkness. What's with the Seven of Swords? I need to know, who is this? Hell no, right? Like, what is it? Like, why are you warning us so much about the Seven of Swords? Like, that's not, we're not feeling that one. I'm going to use the other deck. Dang, that like flew. Did you see how we tried to come out with the Death card before, but I put it back? Here, they're like, you know, wow. Hold on. Who's responsible for the Seven of Swords, Spirit? I know you're ending it. That's why we have the Death card, so that they can transform it and they can have strength. I see what you're saying. Because the Death card is an ending, but it's an ending so that you could have new beginnings and have a transformation. It says here, transformation, new beginnings, change, endings. Begin again. New beginnings, transformation, begin again, change, endings, new beginnings, transformation. It just says it like all around. So this is like a restart button. The divine's just like, restart. Because they saw your sentiment. They saw that you were trying to grow, have a relationship. They saw that you were trying to have a new career. Nothing really panned out how you planned it. So divine's like, okay, I got you. You prayed, you asked for a new beginning. You prayed and you asked for like changes in finances, you love. You're ready for all this. You're really ready? Well, I got to destroy some ish first, though. Okay? Just letting you know. I got to end some things so things can transform. So be strong right now and have some courage. Okay? This one says, the Strength card says courage, strength, and control. Be strong right now and have courage and control your fears. Control your fears. Because, you know, everything that we channeled in the beginning. Because I'm literally ending and changing stuff around. I got to move some stuff around. It's kind of like when you move, right? You're moving to a better place. you found a new house, a new apartment, whatever, you know it's gonna look like shit for a little bit. First, you have stuff in boxes, or you don't, at first moving's expensive. I mean, God bless you if you have it all to spend it all at once. That's a blessing, but not everyone does, At least I've experienced this where I move and it's not perfect, like right away. Because moving is expensive. It's a lot all at once. So, but then little by little, when you start to get your finances in order a little bit more, you buy a rug here, you buy things here, and also it looks like shit because you have boxes and stuff all over the place. So like, hold on. Like, it looks like crap right now, but just wait. It's kind of that vibe, except it's hard to see it because the divine's doing it. So it's not like, like concrete things are happening, but you don't see who's working behind the scenes to make this happen. So control your fears. Whoa. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Flow, fire, intuition. Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. Highs, lows, conflict, tension. It says highs, lows, conflict, tension. Yeah. So this is, things are happening. A lot of action is being taken. A lot of highs and lows and a lot of tension. I need you to control your mind and just allow the flow of the light, that like keep your passion and know that it's going to work out while all of this gets situated. But I need to know, what's the Seven of Swords that was in your life about? I feel like you're going to learn that there is some stuff in your life has to go, but somebody's being dishonest with you. What is this about? Page of Wands. Good news, communication. There could have been somebody in your life, honestly. Pages are very small level, is what I'm getting. So this is somebody that talked a good game, communicating with you, saying they want to flirt, that they want to create something with you. Especially because the Seven of Swords here has a ring. But they never made it happen. They were all talk. The Page of Wands is all talk. Because the Page of Wands, think of like somebody fresh out of college. Not all the time, but a lot of times they don't have money right away to buy a house, to have all this thing, whatever. But they're old enough to date and be with you. They're not kids. So this is just an example. I can't think of another analogy, but the Page of Wands is like young energy, even if they're not actually young, right? Where they come and they give you good news, like, I want this, I want that. They show up with passion, but you don't have a pot to piss in, so you can't offer me any of the things that you're saying that you want in the first place. Kind of an example. And this person knew it. Because if you're a page, you're a page. You can't come and be an emperor when you still have all this stuff to sort out. But this is somebody that probably literally was really good at communication, really came forward as if they were ready to create something. And they ended up being dishonest about their situation. I need more. What is this Page of Wands about? What were they dishonest about? Four of Swords. This might be someone you're not talking to, because here it says rest, recover. Yeah, you're not. Okay? Rest, recovery, quiet. Like, you're trying to take downtime from this situation. So for some of you, like, this is for, like, a lot of you are not talking to this person anymore and are not planning on it. And the divine's bringing somebody that's going to be the complete opposite of this situation. Like, they're going to come forward as the 10 of Pentacles, okay? This is for the 40% that this is somebody new. But the Hanged Man is somebody was deceptive. They talked a good game, and you've been trying to keep quiet and rest. You're trying to recover from the emotional damage that this caused you, okay? This person, you felt like you waited a long time. You sacrificed a lot, and this person never showed up. Why? It's an emperor we're talking about. kind of flew in reverse, but I'm not reading reversals. You saw the Empress? I asked, why didn't they show up? Oh, gosh. When I see an Emperor and an Empress together, though, sweetheart, that's the Ten of Pentacles. You're about to come into a union. The Emperor and the Empress is just, that's it. Like, this is husband and wife. Okay? The Queen of Cups, it says intuition, compassion, creativity. They want you to open your heart. They want you to balance out all of the pain that this person puts you through. It says guidance, healing, moderation. They want you to keep balance emotionally and just rock with everything that's happening right now. Because I feel like after this situation, this person promised you, like acted as if you guys were going to be the Emperor and the Empress, as if you guys were going to build something, as if they were going to come and you guys were going to have children together. You guys were going to have this union. But you were left yearning, disillusioned, and bored, Four of Cups. Only with the dream of this brand new being, of this love offer. It never actually manifested. They knew that they were a page. That's the crazy part. They knew this. They knew that they could not actually offer any of the things that they offered you, that they were going to do with you. They knew this. I would say it was innocent if I didn't have the Seven of Swords there 2 times. This person talked a good game, says good news in communication as a page. But they knew damn well that you were an Empress looking for an Emperor and they couldn't provide that. So you were left yearning. This is a yearning, disillusioned, and bored. Okay? And I don't like that energy too, because yearning is like when you constantly want something. So people like this could have been someone that's very, again, manipulative, which is emotionally abusive. And if that's the case, you no. This is somebody new you're going to create something with. Because the divine's trying to heal you from the situation. Why do I say that? Well, because got the Seven of Swords twice, along with the Five of Swords, which is someone that's like manipulative, trying to one-up somebody. It's a lot of mental games. It's a lot of mental games here. It's a lot of sword energy, okay? When somebody's yearning for something, it's like somebody always like you're wishing for it. But you're a page. I'm talking about this other person. So they come forward with good news, they communicate all of these things, but they're being dishonest, things that they know that they cannot actually give to you, or provide for you, or create with you, or they weren't down to do, because they're a page. Okay? So that turns into a mental manipulation. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person knew that. I don't like this person. Because yearning is a lot of people with these kind of issues, these kind of manipulative ways and tendencies, they talk a good game to keep you constantly stuck on them, yearning. Like you yearn for their love. It becomes an addiction. You can't, they'll hit you, they'll text you, and then 1 minute they won't. Keep you yearning, dreaming, look at the cloud, for that love. Dreaming for the day that they come forward and give you everything that you dreamed out. Dreaming for the day that they become your emperor and you become their empress. Constantly in a state of dreaming by yourself. This person never stepped up, and did what they needed to do. You were just yearning. And you would have nothing to yearn for if this person didn't manipulate, if this person didn't come forward and offer these things to you in the first place. Act as if they were going to create this with you. Act as if they were going to, handle whatever they had to go through, a divorce, whatever the case, whatever was holding you guys from being together. They constantly left you in a state of wondering, when is this going to happen? But this person was always a page, so they knew that they couldn't make this happen. Very self-fulfilling. but they wanted you around. They got off on your yearning. But you finally got to a place, because eventually this could only last so long. Sometimes these cycles with these mentally abusive, manipulative people can go on for years. Because you develop an attachment to them. You really believe in them. But sweetheart, if it's been years and they're still playing the game, they're being dishonest. So eventually you get disillusioned and bored. Like, I'm done dreaming about love. I actually want a connection. That's where the divine wants you to be. Because they're about to bring you an emperor, and you're going to notice, holy shit, the difference. What they want you to do is open your heart a little bit. Get out of this energy and get into this energy. Get out of the energy where you're closing yourself off because you're thinking about what didn't happen. Forget this person. This person has lessons to learn. And open yourself up. Be kind, open to meeting people, etc. If that's too hard right now because you're going through a lot, at least try your best to keep yourself in a place of balance and healing, right? If you can just do that for yourself, you're going to give off that energy, and eventually the divine's going to bring somebody that matches your frequency to you, period. And just focus on that. Just focus on not holding resentment, and focus on keeping yourself balanced and in moderation. Focus on that. I'm telling you, you're going to see the difference out of nowhere, because whoever this person is that you're going to meet, somebody new, you're going to realize the absence of all the good communication. Like, there's no page level good communication and coming in passionately. There's none of that. There's just, I'm looking for a 10 of Pentacles. I'm an emperor, you're an empress. I'm looking to have property with someone and a family. Oh, you are too? You date, it works out, you settle. It's that simple. Settle down. That's it. This is who I'm seeing. This is a very mature energy, somebody that knows what they want. You don't have any confusion. There's no confusion when it's somebody that knows what they want and who they are. You have these back and forths and this confusion with somebody that's trying to show you a lesson, that's here to teach you a lesson, okay? Somebody else's confusion, somebody else's 7 of Cups, lack of knowing who they are. Well, eventually, especially since I saw the sun and the moon, the light, it's like light projecting. They're just going to project all their shit onto you, right? But I'm getting for a lot of you, the divine is changing a lot of things suddenly to set you up to have this with this person. Like, they need to clear all that energy out. For some of you, like, this is a marriage, okay? So for a lot of you, like, you're, again, the 7 of Cups, you don't see it because of what you've gone through. But sweetheart, this is like you're going to get married by the end of the year. But you see, they're like, but don't forget that for some of you, I hate when things are confusing like this, but I can't control it. For some of you, it's somebody from the past. I said it's 60-40. This is not a private reading, so sometimes it's this way. So they want you to tap into your intuition. What does your intuition tell you about this? Is it this other person that learned lessons too wants to come back? Or is it somebody new? You're going to know. Because this one says 6 of Cups is harmony, childhood, it's reconciliation. So for some of you, it's reconciliation. Somebody from the past that's now coming forward as an emperor. And I'm sorry, again, this is not a private reading, but I forgot to mention, I decided to make those ritual and private and 2 question readings a Sunday thing. You guys know that for the past 2 weeks, the schedule got kind of off. So whoever booked for last week and this week, you're not on schedule. And I apologize for that, but thank you for being patient. I am still going to post it, of course. But it's just going to be, this week on different days. And I want to thank you for that. But I have bookings for the Sundays, like, down until August. And don't worry, you'll get your reading. They're still scheduled. It's not going to take me 300 years to get back on schedule, And they book. They fill up. So if you know for a fact You want to get 2 questions answered? Book one. And you will. And it'll be really great. They've been really good. And if you want to know what to expect with those readings, go down anywhere that you see ritual plus readings, click one, and that's what you're going to see. And I do post them live on YouTube. So with a timestamp that goes directly to yours, okay? That's how I do it. Hold on. And again, thank you guys for those, that have been patient for the, from the ones from last week and now. It was crazy. It still is crazy, but I've been every chance I have to myself. I've caught up, but I should be fine in the net by this week. Like, that's it. It'll be normal schedule. It's just everything. It was like a ball that went down the hill and just kept going. And I'm just like, okay, at this point, geez. And it wasn't just that woman, I'm telling you. But again, that's the energy, though. A lot of things like that are happening, but it's the divine clearing up space. Okay? You know what? This is a random side note. I'm getting a message that clean your room. Clean your room, clean your house. The 10 of Pentacles, this is inheritance, family, and property. In order to make space for this to happen, I need you to clear your energy. Do a cleansing ritual. Go through my rituals that I posted on YouTube with those 2 question readings. Find one for cleric. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay? Or your favorite clearing ritual, and please do it. I need you to make space for this to happen. Energy clings to things. You got to clear out clutter, honey. Okay, make it a point to, and I did have like a reference about boxes and stuff. Going through your things, just do little tasks. You don't have to do it all at once. But like tackle a closet a day or a drawer a day, and then have 1 box for donation and 1 box to keep, and give things away, and also clear and clean energy. Because energy really clings on to things, especially things we don't need. And the less things you have in your home of shit you don't need, the more space you have to receive abundance. Yes. Okay? That's a message for someone. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. That's reconciliation. Yeah, love. Knight of Pentacles, prosperity, benefits, and investment, judgment, acceptance, awakening, and assessment. This is somebody that moves very slow in the past. Yeah, look. All of a sudden, they see the light. The Sun card again, light, life, energy. Prosperity, benefits, investment. They want to invest in this. They don't want to let you go. They want to come back around. They've awakened, they've assessed the situation, they've accepted the things that they need to heal, and they want to come to you. But I'm legit being told, look, yeah. I'm legit, and the fact that this flew out as I was going to say that, I'm legitimately being told that for a big chunk of you, this person that we're talking about is actually going to come back around, and you're going to say no. This is the no card. Wheel of Fortune is karma. Like, you realize that this person was a karmic lesson, something you had to learn, you had to learn lessons with, someone you had to learn lessons with. You're going to reject this because you've awakened and assessed the situation, and then you're going to meet somebody new. Okay? I'm telling you, either way, somebody from the past is coming. This is not a private reading, and it's really hard because usually it's clear cut, but I'm being told that for some of you, this person's going to come back a changed person. For some of you, though, but what I'm saying is that it's going to be clear cut either way. Somebody from the past is going to return. If the person from the past returns, though, and you're part of the 40% that it's someone new, they are going to return in the same exact energy. So you're just going to know. That's going to be, so remember that. So you're just going to know. Because you're going to literally see them as a karma, like, you're going to see karma for what it is. And you're going to very easily, you're going to know to say no. Okay? Because you've awakened. Okay? And you've been divinely guided and things have been illuminated to you. That's how you're going to know. Either way, somebody from the past is going to come forward trying to reconcile with you. But I'm getting that you're going to know if this person is going to be the Ten of Pentacles, or if this person comes back in the same energy, you're going to see it for what it is. Either way, you're going to have a Ten of Pentacles with someone. But they're going to come back around one more time for you to determine that. And for some of you, it might be hard because you might have thought, oh, this is my twin flame, etc. And you realize, no, this was a karmic, which is the no card next to, it literally says karma. This was a karmic lesson. And it's time to close this cycle out. I've successfully learned my lesson. Tell me more about this other person. You went through heartbreak with this person, with the Page of Wands again. That's what we're talking about. Listen, for a lot of you, this is they're basically saying they're going to have somebody come back into your life for you to see karma for what it was, and you're going to very quickly meet this person, which I'm so happy for. It's the same Page of Wands right there. But look at what the Page of Wands looks like in this deck. It looks at you seeing it for what it is. A big cave of dark energy. And you standing up to it. With the sun peeking. Like, no, I'm illuminated to what this is. You come forward, but you're just a page. We're not doing that anymore. I want something serious. I'm not confusing myself anymore here. If you come back around, and it's not to say I want to make this a relationship, a marriage, okay? Inheritance, family, property, with traveling to each other, then I'm going to confront you for the dark energy that you are. They want you to know there's no more cycles to be had with this person. If they come back and they are still in the Page of Wands energy, as much as it hurts, Three of Swords, that's it. I said 3 cycles, 1, 2, 3, 3 of Swords, that's it. It's time for you to bandage your heart and leave space for this person. You're going to know. For some of you, whoever returns, it's either going to show up in this energy or in this energy. If the person from the past shows up in this energy, then you already know this is a green light. Go for it. You guys are going to make it. This is divine connection. If this person comes back around in this page energy that I was talking about, that's the green light that the divine has this stable person for you, and it's somebody else. And this was your lesson. Gotta let it go. It's a group. Either way, the divine's here ready for you to close out cycles. World's card. Okay? Yeah. Either way, you're having a new beginning. Fool card and Lovers. And a divine connection is about to form, sweetheart. Absolutely. Either way. And you don't see it happening possible. Another thing here about, again, career. If you haven't applied to new jobs and you're unhappy, you have to. Because there's just an element of needing to change things. In general. I'm telling you though right now, when this person comes back, oh my God, I told you. Look, holy shit, look. Oh, they confirm everything as I'm speaking. That's how you know the divine is like here. 8 of Cups, which is walking away. 2 of Cups is the union. It's a union. And the Wheel of Fortune is karma. And the wheel, like I'm telling you, when this person comes back around, okay? Now we're getting to a deeper level. For the group of you they're going to come back in the same old energy as this page. and you walk away and you knock this tower down and they realize that you're not about to go through the same cycle with them, this Two of Cups, the same like romantic cycle with them again, when they notice that you actually have closed this cycle out and learned your lesson and you're walking away from this romantic cycle, which is the Eight of Cups. When this person realizes that you're actually serious, they're gonna get hit hard. As this person's under the impression that they can come back and have whatever they want with you. Absolutely. This is for those of you that come back and the person has like not learned their lessons. And it's gonna hit them hard. Tell me more about that. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Yeah, look. It's gonna hit them hard. The Nine of Pentacles, but it's a lesson they had to learn. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody that's single and abundant. But in this deck, it's like the only way that this person could be abundant is if they're sliced open. You rejecting this person is going to rip them apart. But the divine's saying that's part of their karmic lesson. I feel like for some of you, this literally was a karmic, even though you thought at some point it was a twin flame. They feel like they're single, they're abundant, they could have whatever they want, and they're deceiving you. And the divine's about to just rip their heart literally wide open, like their insides. Because they have some serious soul searching to do before they're even ready for a Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is the card before the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wait. I'm seeing a whole nother side to this. I don't know why they're being so, like, I want to know, is it this person or not? Because it's so many of you. They're saying, look, this can go one of multiple ways. Yeah, man. Look. King of Swords here. This is somebody that was, like, not stepping up. And they, look, they feel like they stabbed themselves in the heart. The Nine of Pentacles is before the Ten of Pentacles. So this person has more lessons to learn before they're even ready for the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this person's going to come back and you're just going to be like, nah, still a page. Then they're going to very quickly bring somebody else in your life. For some of you, you're actually going to end up with this person. But they're not going, but you need but they need to be hurt. I know that sounds bad. But they're going to come back around. And the rejection that you give them is going to hurt so much that it's going to awaken them to prepare them for this to happen with you in the future. But for most of you, you don't got time for that shit. For most of you, no. This is just like, you know, you're going to look, leave them in the cold, even though they've done it to you in the past, block them, not talking to them. And you're going to meet somebody new. You're going to end this. They're going to go through a transformation. Okay? Eventually, they're going to turn into the Emperor. But I feel like that's a process that you're not going to be around for a lot of you. You're already going to have the Ten of Cups, which is a union. This whole 60-40 thing kills me, but that's the way that they're giving it to me right now. They want you to make sense of this. You saw that was the Ten of Pentacles again. What's the likelihood of this person from the past? Listen, I'm sorry. I got to keep it real. The likelihood is conflict. Oh, shit. Sorry. The likelihood, and they're confirming it's the King of Swords we were talking about. Same King of Swords. The likelihood of that person from the past is the King of Swords. That's who we're talking about. Heartbreak, from walking away, Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, conflict, and the Devil energy. Dark, there you go. And then it's the Ten of Cups again. And then you meeting somebody else. I'm telling you, for the most part. And then you're going to notice, yeah, see? Six of Swords. Here it says explore, discovery, and moving on. Because this person just decided not to learn their lesson. And I know it's sad. But for some of you, again, you moving on is going to be the tower moment that's going to allow this person to change. But for the most part, I got to keep it real. Because I feel like when you move on, you're going to very quickly find love, relationships, and new beginnings. Ace of Cups. You know, that's as clear as they want to keep it today. I'm going to respect them, divine, and I'm going to leave it here. Love and light, guys. All right, let's get back to... I'm recording. I haven't uploaded anything, trying to catch up. Okay? But I had to put something out in the main channel. Okay? And members, I got you. Okay? Thank you for your patience. Love and light.